Welcome back to Chatter on the Wire. Took a little break there for vacation. I'll be posting something on that here in the near future. But I want to do a quick video on how I got started into melting, some of the pitfalls I ran into over time, and just a look at all of the ingots and whatnot that I've built up over the last probably 3 years now. Hope you enjoy. Like many people out there, I saw the King of Randoms video on the home foundry. And you'll notice that this is the size out there. It's a 10 quart one. That one worked out okay for me, but it was a little too small, especially when I was using charcoal. It filled up really quick, and it was probably an hour per melt. At the time though, it was great for me, but I'm glad I moved on. Eventually I moved over to a larger bucket here. The one problem I had with both these is I didn't pay attention, and nobody had really talked about it back at that time frame, that these aren't steel buckets and they have that galvanized layer on it that could cause issues as it burns off. I've never had any specific issues on it, but just want to mention that in case anyone's following along years later on this. Make sure you double check that. The crucible I was using back in the time was a number, what is this, number 3 or number 4? Number 3 4-kilogram crucible, and as you can see, it fit in here perfect, especially once you started putting charcoal around it. One of the problems though with this is it starts kind of melting the glaze off and gets quite bumpy on the bottom. When you put it in charcoal though, it's not a big deal. If you were trying to put that on a flat fire brick, it might be more of a problem. I did pick up a larger crucible here. You can see the box in the background. It was a number 8 10-kilogram one. It's currently sitting in, or actually I guess it's sitting on the ground right now because I've already done this once, but let me try to pick this up and put it in one-handed, kind of give you an idea of what the size is in comparison here. So this will fit perfect in this one, which is what I had bought it for, but now I'm looking forward to the gas foundry that has been ordered at this point in time. In the last 3 years I've done quite a few different melts. This row here is all old engine parts. The back one there that's the most full is the lawnmower videos I've done already. And then these two buckets, I believe there's some videos out there on that as well, and that was old engine parts, crankcases, stuff like that another buddy gave me. This row here is all aluminum cans, and you have the one nice 7.5 pound, what did we just say that was called? An aluminum quote coin, largest on YouTube. What I want to do is weigh all these up, and I'll throw something in here at the very end on that too. These are all extruded aluminum pieces, and that is all old melted down hard drives. So I've tried to keep separated most of the different aluminum over the last few years. Unfortunately, this pile right here is kind of a mix because I didn't think too much about that back in the day, but I'm treating it all as if it's aluminum cans. But we'll see if that works out well for me in the long run or not, but I hope to start making some larger ingots. I'm not sure where that mold is right now, but more to come here in the near future. For those of you just getting into this type of thing, make sure you look for all the different safety gear you should be carrying and utilizing. Don't get stupid like some of us did by just jumping into this and not paying attention to that up front. So in no real specific order here, I have 15.2 pounds of extruded aluminum, just shy of 20 pounds of melted hard drives, just shy of 68 pounds of melted cans, and another 30.5 here for a total of 98.4. Engine parts, 27.1 pounds, 62.2 pounds, and 79.2 pounds for a total of just shy of 170 pounds of engine parts here. For those following along or trying to do the math in your head, that's just shy of 200 pounds of aluminum ingots that I have at this point in time at 192.8 pounds. Granted, this does take into account the weight of those buckets, and I have no idea how accurate this scale is on any plus or minus percentage, but it does give you an idea of
the amount of aluminum that, with a little effort on collection and reaching out to friends and family, you can collect over a small period of time. In my case, like I said, this is about 3 years of collecting, and I did have some access to some larger parts there, but I've also turned down a lot of other stuff in the past too, just because I hadn't been making it through this process very quickly. Anyways, for those of you getting into the melting of metal, I look forward to hearing about what you've made. I am planning on actually making stuff here in the near future, not just aluminum ingots, and I am really looking forward to the new foundry that I did get notice that actually shipped 2 or 3 days ago. So not sure how long it's going to take to get from Washington over to Idaho where I'm at. It really shouldn't take that long, but I think it's just sitting there waiting to be picked up last I saw on the UPS thing. So more to come on that here in the near future. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe on your melting. Thanks.